My bad. Alright, so let's jump ahead. And let's talk about bands, baby. Let's talk about Mord and Lulu. Okay, I lost the rhythm there. Glad to hear you're okay, Zenta. It's good to be okay. Okay is very good. So we have Invictus Gaming versus Cloud9. Let's consider the matchup. You have Rookie, who's a really good mid laner, I've been told. He had a really huge performance on Victor in the LPL regionals. Just like you look at the scoreline, it's nucking insane. We see Kid and Kitties, which Sneaky fucking runs all over them. You have Zutai, who is a fairly good top laner, and then you have, well, he's actually a really good top laner. When people discuss IG, they talk about like the top half of the map is pretty fucking good. Then you have goddamn Kakao, and Kakao shows up for this game. At the very least, this game, High actually has a jungler to play against. Okay. So immediately Invictus Gaming, they grab Gragas. Now, why the hell they don't grab Lee Sin, I'm not too sure. I think that, I mean, just assuming, going off of Kakao's history, I think Lee Sin would be a good pick. I guess they just want to have a tanky front line, or they think they're going to deny it from High, but High really showed up on the Lee Sin. So the bans, Invictus Gaming, they ban away the Veigar. That's okay. They don't want to play against that champion. He's somewhat hard to play around right now. They ban away Morgana. I think it's smart from elimination. It's a champion that he just seems to consistently show up on in some ways. But then they also ban Alistar. It's just, I think it's way too focused on to elimination. I think you ban Tristana here, personally. Just, you know, you just shut, like, those 3 bans alone shuts down the comp that we just saw out of Cloud9. Like, you could totally ban these on blue side against Cloud9, just replace the Alistar with Tristana. Cloud9, standard, Gangplank, Lulu, Mord. They first pick, oh, hello, Doa. Is this Doa and Freak? Maybe. So Invictus Gaming go with Bard. Jad, okay. It's Jad. Freaking Doa is day 2, I want to say. It's a funny combo. So, anyways, IG go for Bard. I just don't believe in the Bard, personally. Although, against Cloud9, actually, you could, in the hands of a good bottom lane, Bard would actually be a good pick, because then you could just ult the tower, stop the Tristana from pushing after she gets her explosive down on it, and then you can completely defend the minion wave with a mid laner like Victor. Only issue with that is that you're using Bard ulti to stop a push. High goes for Elise. It's another early aggressive jungler out of him. Elimination picks up. They put balls on Darius. This is what I think Cloud9 would have picked had Gangplank not been banned by AHQ. I think they would have picked Darius. I think that was the plan. So let's keep in mind, this is the first game at Worlds where in groups where Cloud9 first picks Darius for balls. They first pick him against Fnatic. Okay, so they're trying to get balls onto a champion that you just, you know, that can survive. All right, that can just sit back and farm. They grab Trist again for sneaky, and then here's the Azir. Let's do this. So then, Rookie goes with Echo. I don't think Echo's too... He's not really showing up at this tournament right now. Sadly. Okay, so let's look at Cloud9's comp against IG. And I'm going to take a picture and save it. As it goes, we're going to wait. Once again, it's Sneaky on Tristana, rips through towers. You have Incarnation on the Azir. Now, he's not on Veigar this time, to be fair. Oops, it's not. Here we go. He's not in Veigar this time, but the two champions, as far as how they play around sieges, are very similar. You can zone with the Event Horizon. It's a little more threatening than the zoning with the Sand Soldiers, but you still have this long-range zoning pressure. You do extra damage to towers as Azir, which is a bonus, so this actually accelerates the mid-game push. Save that. You have the Azir tower to zone the enemy and keep them controlled. Now watch this game at around between 10 and 15 minutes. Whenever Sneaky gets out of the bottom lane, IG is going to move towards Dragon. They're going to threaten to take it. Cloud9 is then going to say, "Well, if you can take that, we'll just take 2 of your mid towers." IG are going to realize this. They're going to back off the Dragon. Cloud9 is going to take the mid tower in the outer region anyway, put up the Azir passive, rotate to the Dragon, and take that away from IG. They'll do that this game, and then they do that against Fnatic. It's the Trist. It's like the Trist tower shuffle. Anyways, but now we're going to see what happens when Balls is put under jungler pressure in this game. Everything they touch turns to ashes. Alright, so Cloud9, they're going for early invade. So they're going to do this. Alright, so and then watch here. Cloud9 prioritizes getting control of this top side, so that they can put Sneaky up there to start, have Balls be in the bottom lane, and then when Sneaky gets to a point where he has a couple levels, he's got a little bit of farm, He rotates to the bottom side of the map. And then... And then he just takes control of the bottom lane. So when Cloud9's done, when they undo their lane swap, go standard.
Something we have to keep track of is whether IG is going to actually end up hard leashing for Kakao. It does seem that they go for the double jungle in the region qualifier. Very often Kakao would get help from either Zatai from a leash or even his bot lane. That would propel him forwards, and then he can aggressively take out the enemy jungle. Because the map has been divided into two though, we do see double jungle.
Anyway, so we see IG matching, you know, just splitting the comp right down the middle. Alright, so then watch. So then again, Sneaky sent to solo lane. It's not about getting balls ahead, it's about getting, just setting up balls to not die. So then, yeah, IG. So anyways, yeah, so here's Sneaky. He messes it up, pushes in the wave, and so Ztai's gonna pick it up. So yeah, so Cloud9 try to do the exact same lane swap they did last game, and it gets fucked. So Cloud9 go for the same style lane swap that they did in the first game, and then IG punish it. Meanwhile, Incarnation is doing really well against Rookie. This matchup also in the mid lane is really fun to watch. Incarnation does a really good job. Anyway, so then, like, here's Zatai just fucking Sneaky up. So yeah, now Zatai has a level advantage and a farm advantage on balls. At 5 minutes, Sneaky wanted this wave to be, he wanted to be recalling to swap back. This is so much fun to watch. Yeah, just, oh man. Incarnation is just so good. He's really grown. He's really become a monster. So High visits bot. He's got a ward. He's going to get some deeper wards on the bot side, but look at this. He's going into the bottom side of the jungle as Sneaky is recalling. These wards are for Sneaky. They're for Sneaky Deaky. So 5. They do this like within the 5-minute mark. Within the 5-minute mark, Sneaky recalls. Balls is going to go top. Sneaky's going to play in the 2v2. He has an item advantage on the Kid right now. This is just really smart setup from Cloud9 to let Sneaky begin to take over the game. But in this case, because of how IG played the early game out, it's gonna fuck balls right in the ass. And then like look, so like yeah, balls is gonna fall behind like 20 CS right here. This case it's Cloud9's fault. Yeah, and then Cacao is going to punish this. Okay, so High prioritizes getting the vision down for Sneaky rather than balls. And Cacao is able just to freely walk through all of this territory, get a gank on the balls. And he just... What a flash. So yeah, so this totally sets up balls to fall behind. That's actually cute. He teleported onto the spider. So yeah, they bring balls down in the bot lane, and at the very least he gets an assist. And then he's sent straight back to top lane. They also drew Zetai's teleport out of them, so Cloud9 forces Zetai to teleport. So actually that play, since it forced Zetai's teleport down, prevents Zetai from teleporting to another lane and fucking him up. So they're preventing Zitai from soloing it out. They're just keeping him isolated, keeping balls isolated in that matchup, preventing Zitai from going around and doing anything else. This way, it's just Lemon, Sneaky versus Kid and Kitties. That fucking minion, though. Then High is going to come up here just to kind of retaliate again. But yeah, if it wasn't for the minion, balls would have been fucked. And then Incarnation's going to miss that ultimate. Let's watch this duel. He like barely sidestepped it. Shady hitbox. Anyway, so then we see High actually set up some protection for balls. Lemon has a Sightstone, so boop. It's gotta be annoying as a Tristan to play against a Sivir. Actually, it is. I've played that matchup a few times. In my very competitive elite level normal queue games. Because NA is like second best region now, right? Right? Anyways, there's Kakao going for another gank top. High is leaving after his vision is really ineffective. It's not the same level. Like, we saw High invade earlier. Now, to be fair, he didn't have as many wards this time. But, like, you know, when he invaded in the other game, it's like this. When he invades topside, he gets fucking nothing. He doesn't get deep vision until he gets a Sightstone. And then, yeah, Kakao can't go in just yet because very, very cool play by Rookie. But yeah, Kakao is waiting for Zitai to get into his Mega form again. But here we go. Zitai, minion pathing. Yep. So then, yeah, Sneaky's able to make these plays. Yeah. But we see the reaction. Kakao shows himself top, Sneaky just all-ins. They know Rookie has no ult, because he dual incarnation. So that might be one thing to do, is that if you have your mid laner with a teleport, you can send your jungler top to fuck balls up, snowball your top laner to carry the game. I would like to see like a more of a carry-oriented champion in top lanes against balls. We've seen Darius and Gnar. They're a little more tanky, damage-soaking, rather than flat-out carries like a Fiora, for example. Now Balls is down 2 kills and he's down 40 CS. Okay, so they're getting all in here. So it looks like IG starts this trade. So they don't have their jungler here, so they force this fight because they get a favorable trade. And then, like...
But the ultimate to kind of start this thing off, not even to save time for the teleport, made Sneaky and they go aggressive, but
Yeah.
there
Then he just gets fucked.
double teleport team. They don't respect the teleporter. Rookie coming in, it's countered, picks up easy.
Well, it's like they're getting all in. Jat.
They don't made Sneaky and they go aggressive, but they're against a double teleport team.
They're not baiting them in. This isn't a fucking bait. They start a fight when their jungler is topside. Now, yes, their mid laner did their solo and they do have a teleport, but he's busy recalling. And then, like, look at this. They're going for this fight.
Start this thing off, not even to save time for the teleport.
Kid, like, gets wasted. Like, Rookie's, like, doing this because, like, oh shit, my bot lane's gonna die. Like, they timed that all in so poorly. They did. If they controlled it better, the second they went for that trade, alright, here's what you do if you're IG. You wait until Rookie's done recalling. You throw the ultimate down, and you have him TP in. If you hit the ultimate, he completes it, you guys go ham. If he doesn't complete it, alright, if the ultimate doesn't connect, he cancels it. It's not a bait. It's not a bait. It's a shit fucking all in. Now this does give another kill over to Rookie, but Sneaky gets out just fine, and Kid is just more behind in his lane. Meanwhile, Kakao is still playing topside.
But also in that top lane, we talked about experience, also CS, Rookie and Ignition still do get it out here, but Law's trailing behind half the CS off his lane for him. Is it one of the largest goal disparity or CS disparities at 10 minutes that we've seen this entire tournament? Law's really getting the first end of that champion debate.
Comes in again, Kikuta gets thrown out, doesn't work Emperor's Divine, pushes Rookie back, just ults to his former self, and escapes. Oh, meanwhile, Turret goes down in bot lane C9.
And then look at this. So they start up the shenanigans, and then Cloud9's able to take a turret. Okay, so 13 minutes. So they know this. This is High probably setting all this shit up.
This is the way Cloud9's team composition wants to work. Trish takes turrets, Azir takes turrets. They need pressure. The way IG stops it is if they force fights with Echo. That is the matchup, and that's the make or break point in this game.
High nearly got bounced back under Turret by that explosive cast from Kakao. But a little bit iffy because High still doesn't have that flashback. Looks like they're going to be able to grab an early dragon.
C9 putting a lot of eggs in Sneaky's basket too. No Aver's Blade picked up by him. Lot damage. BF Sword, pickaxe. He really wants
Okay, so they didn't get a whole lot of damage on the tower. They were posturing for it, but the minion wave dies too fast, so they just take Dragon. So that was at, what, 13 minutes in this game? When did they do that? Against AHQ. They did that. Shoot, what time was that? I gotta write that down. It's like 10 minutes, I think. It's probably, let's see. So 18 minutes, so yeah, it's about 12 minutes. They literally do this rotation within 12 to 14 minutes. It's like the same exact timing from taking the bomb tower to rotating the mid lane to taking Dragon in the same two games. Cloud9 is playing the exact same strategy. So what happens, though, when you take away the champions where they can play the strategy? That's the question that we have yet to see. That's what I want. This is why best of series are good. Because you don't know what team's coming out with, and it looks like Cloud9 just playing the same game against everybody. And then here's now Sneaky. He just gets all this free damage onto Rookie. So he's freed up to go do shit. Now at 14, they're setting this up. But now they can't do a whole lot yet because IG actually has wave clear. Hey. Balls with the Q on one minion. Yeah. Anyways, but now Balls is able to get some free time. Do 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 do. Okay, so Zitai is teleport, Balls is teleport. Now they're moving their vision to prioritize mid. Now they're having Balls come on down. So look at what they're doing. They're rotating Balls down to join the team rather than just deal with Zitai. So that way they can force Zitai's ult, teleport. So they're trying to get it so that when Zitai teleports in, Balls doesn't also have to teleport in. And then Balls can then have an advantage and just freely push top. So now IG actually have some defensive warding going on. They're giving some farm over to Balls. So yeah, now they're posturing to set up a dive. They're setting up to force this teleport out as a tie. Anyway, so then they see that Zitai is pushing in response, and they're going to send Balls right back. They are all aggressive. Now to be fair, though, Cloud9 also does a good job of warding defensively, as we see in the Fnatic series. They're just interested in pushing the bottom lane, creating pressure, so that they can just chip at these towers. It's a little harder for them to take these towers, unlike against AHQ, because there's actually, like, wave clear. Alright, so Dragon's coming up. IG is moving on in. High is recalled. He's got full wards. Here's Kid overextending. So he gets chunked like a lot, and he's forced to ult.
Has to use that ult to get away from the damage of Incarnation. That is not what IG wants right now.
Yeah, this opens up a window for Cloud9 to maybe take this mid lane turn unless they want to burn the Ty's teleport down right now.
So then, Lemon's Braum.
They're gonna nearly get the turret. Maybe it got it. Yep.
Kid almost died because he walked next to the giant bomb on the turret.
You know, Kid and Kitties have been a problem for IG for a long time, and it's not changing in this game. There's still the liability in this team.
The fact that Kid has to back here just creates even more pressure. If Cloud9 is pushing this, maybe they can get the teleport out as a tie.
That could be. I mean, Kid is not
Here's the teleport out as a tie. Watch what Balls does.
coming for Zatai.
Nothing.
Good for C9.
Anyways, also, Dragon's up in 13. Like, it's the same play.
Even more strong, they're strong for in this game. As long as balls can just live against the knock.
Yeah. All you need to do is not give the Gnar a bunch of kills. C9, do you think they can rotate pretty comfortably over to Dragon now, or do you think you go for that top turret?
It'll be a
36, like what?
Dragon. Cloud9 typically doesn't win off of Dragon snowballs, so maybe they get the turret. I think the goal is where I mentioned.
Anyways, and now, because Zatai is stuck there, and they're peaking pressure, Balls is able to take top tower.
Balls, even if it's just a little bit, making sure so they can get a tower and even a blue buff to boot, that's already enough for C9. They have acquired what they need off that play. Anything else right now is just a bonus.
Makes sense. That is your turret, too. Really doing a good job of keeping IG bottled up to Smith. Balls finally takes that top turret, getting a bit of farm back. He's not behind C9 by the entire amount. He was earlier, only down 2 levels, but still down 2 levels. Yeah. Sneaky. Oh.
Where Zatai goes, Cloud9 goes somewhere else. At this point.
Alright, so they don't get the rotation of the Dragon, but instead they prioritize the towers for Balls.
They're actually going to get 2 turrets totally out of this Dragon, I think, if they can get it quick towards that.
Well, they get a lot of damage to it either way. Yes, that we do.
Look at the wards too that Cloud9 had backed themselves up for. They have really, they knew that IG was going to go for this Dragon, and they didn't really go and look at many sightseeing.
Yeah, and so they take 2 towers.
But IG's in the mid lane. IG is making a strong power play right here with 5 in the mid lane, trading the turrets as well as the Dragon. Makes the overall Dragon more worth it. But if we see all the turrets that Cloud9 was just able to take down, as well as the additional farm, the gap between balls and the tie actually closed pretty substantially during that. It's an overall win for Cloud9. And overall, they do something really smart. They make sure to at least.
So again, like, they use this pressure to suddenly just freely funnel gold into Balls who has been suffering.
Wards in the other side.
It's really quite good.
Either vision or pulses of elimination to know roughly where your opponents are. Compare that to the TSM game loss.
But again, like, IG had more wards down so they could approach the Dragon. Cloud9 prioritized getting the top towers and stealing the blue buff rather than falling back to the Dragon.
Guy's vision control is a lot better this game. And so much of this, I think, comes down to High's ability to shot call in the minute lane game. It's something that was
Oh my gosh, that is so good.
it's something
That's such a good tweet.
for High. Of course, yes, he doesn't do things Junkers do in the early game, and Cloud9 pays the price for it. But when they can get
That's too funny.
1,000 gold on IG, and IG has 2 Korean speakers and 3 Chinese speakers, High shot calling should be superior, and it gives a big edge to Cloud9.
Okay, so Rookie's trading towers and stuff, but now Balls once again. But now Balls has a teleport advantage. So they set that up.
Gotta say no. Disappointed.
High and Lemon are engaging together,
I really think you really haven't been talking about Mark at all.
and now they're playing opposite map of Balls.
You gotta be creative, moving around the map. From a 1 screen to a 1 screen and a half distance, Tempered Fate is almost undodgeable if you cast it properly. You can always go and flash. How right now? 469 out of the jungle here.
And then Tempered Fate.
Elimination to High. They're going to keep coming in. There's a teleport for Cloud9.
Anyways, now, but they can do this because, you know, they have TP advantage.
Entering the fray here as well.
So, and then me and Balls is forced to freaking get out. They're funneling through this choke point.
Oh, big explosive cast. Elimination push back in.
And I mean, Cloud9 just gets away.
Down IG a little bit anyway. The fight avoided, but a lot of ultimates burned on both sides.
Good drop shield there by Elimination, denying the cosmic binding there from Bard.
Really key interaction right there. I also thought that maybe Balls would have canceled that teleport. He flashed immediately.
And then Sneaky just runs up and takes mid.
Also getting cosmic binding. But amongst all that, Cloud9 actually gets another turret. Sometimes they are so good of turning what starts as a bad play into an advantage. A very particular play happened in AHQ where Balls died in the bottom lane and Cloud9 turned it into a massive team fight in the mid lane. This was a microcosm of that type of play.
Yeah, that's called a creative shot calling, and that's something High is really good compared to Lost Woods when he went on.
Yeah, he's always playing opposite of Balls. Okay, so now Zitai has teleport advantage, Balls doesn't. So what does Cloud9 do?
Other shot callers just can't get to that level, so actually very impressed that Cloud9 managed to come back from it. Because at this
Balls
minute,
is grouping.
being behind in your top laner, off double the CS is
We have not seen any other teams be able to play off. But 2 games now, Cloud9, maybe we have seen those. You can add it in here. I don't think of it off the top of my head.
no, I was
Cloud9
just
did in
thinking.
game 1 against AHQ. Balls went into lane a level down and 20 CS down, and Cloud9 was able to avoid being punished.
I was just thinking Balls paid for this. Yeah.
I can see why you
There
say
you
that.
go. There you go. He's gone to the Korea time chamber. He's come out 10 times stronger. Still slightly abandoned in the early game by his team. But hey,
Diamond in a row.
he only died twice. It's pretty good.
Okay, I will say, because we have a small lull in the game, of all the NA and EU players that went over to Korea to scrim and play solo queue, Balls put in the most work of any player. He struggled mightily to climb the solo. He actually never reached master, but he played over 300 games in the under 1 month boot camp on top of scrims. Over 10 games a day on top. He was playing out of his mind, so much effort, and he has improved, even if he's not at the level of the other top laners. He just hasn't been off.
Chat with his apologies.
Overall, he didn't really make any mistakes. Any other top laner would have ended up under that tower about to get domed, so
Yeah, I know. High set him up there.
he managed to keep him hanging there.
High. Anyway, so they go for this play onto High. High almost gets out.
Number of hells over the blue buff. Can he get away? Doesn't look like it. Turns in for a bit of damage, but he goes down. And IG a bit of a power play now as they've got the 5v4.
Anyway, so they use it for a pick.
Huge pick. I actually wasn't entirely sure how that one started, but maybe they're going for vision control. Now they're trying to make a play.
Doesn't catch anybody. Never fake.
It is so hard.
For that time.
It's so hard to cast that from that distance. You really want to be one of the house screens half max, because otherwise you can actually sidestep it if the player is experienced against Bard. Some players might panic flash, but your max is 1 screen and a half distance, because otherwise you just dodge it.
Yeah, and the play is dead at this point.
Yeah.
Team clearing the ward. Incarnation got half health bars off the cow end.
Well, Incarnation has that Rylai's now. He's doing a lot of damage. He's getting down a little slow as well. He's got to really watch out when they're going through chokes. It's not exactly the tankiest.
Anyway, so now they have Balls grouped with them.
Obviously, he's going to be a bit of a force to be reckoned with, but still, he hasn't gone for the tankiest build.
The game might actually get very explosive in the next 5 minutes, because both these supports seem to be building towards the Zeke's.
I think you might be right.
He should be able to complete that. Probably on his next match against both opponents.
Incarnation is just like posturing like a god.
I would say Tristan
He's like, come at me, you sons of bitches.
carrier if he carry. Let the Zeke's Harbinger complete it because of the quick burst of damage. But Simmer's also no slouch.
There's Kid.
Casper that Sephiroth to get away. Takes a big crit. Is the bomb enough? Ooh, not quite. Not quite, but again, Kid becoming the liability. Getting caught, taken out of the equation. And C9, they can clean up
Kid's
the build.
bad.
Maybe able to bait advantage. Whoa, damage over the wall from Balls. Looks like Rookie's going to have
It's not difficult.
though to get away.
Darius is pretty simple.
Very well planned. Yeah, they have vision control. They know Kid is low without summer spells, and the ultimate is down to Rookie. Plus, they don't actually see them in here. I still expect IG to come in and fight them.
Kitty's
though.
gonna check.
should.
Kitty's
They
gonna check
need
with ulti. Bard ulti reveals the Baron, but Kakao is facing.
Now, Z-Tai comes in. Tempered Fate use catches a few people.
Yeah,
Takes it back away.
pretty bad.
I tries to go back on the Baron, doing a little bit of damage. Rookie takes
This
the
is,
left
they just stick to Baron a lot.
goes over to red team C9, managed to get it, but
Incarnation just doing his goddamnedest to live and kill everyone.
2 kills before getting taken out finally by Kakao, and Sneaky takes down Rookie. It ends up being 3 for 4, but Sneaky still has that Baron.
I would call that a creative fight. Like, what was that? That was such a strange decision, but ultimately Cloud9 does win the trade. They have one person with Baron, which is enough to empower the minions for any seed they do, and they traded 4 kills for 3 kills. So,
Are you a little bit surprised Sneaky is going for this drag right now?
I think the better is for him to basic get the tempo, get the items to spawn to
Anyways, let's go back and look at this actually. Do 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 do. All right, let me look. Oh no, we have the replay. Okay, so shoutouts to Kitties for stopping Zatai from getting his ultimate channel off. Actually, no, what am I smoking? He got the ultimate channel off. He just comes on in. No, he didn't. There it is. There's the Gnarl. Okay, so here's Balls. High and Sneaky. Cacao's on his own. This is really doing nothing. And then Incarnation and Elimination. This is a beautiful zone from them. This is just a beautiful line. This is why they commit to the dragon fight. But like, imagine if they like postured in front of here and like just committed to killing them while they're just, you know, can't approach this way. They're slow by this. Like they could kill IG right here. You know, if it wasn't for Rookie, you know, jumping back here.
Look at Incarnation. What he does in this team fight. Incarnation did so much work. As IG was funneling in, he basically did all of the damage for Cloud9 to do. That's work.
I actually want to take a picture of that.
And then Balls drops immediately. Cancels the Gnarl. Yeah, it's canceled Gnarl. There's not a good temper to get the tempo, get the
I'm
items.
just gonna wait.
Together with his teammates. Let's watch that again. Tempered Fate actually. Actually did really help. Yeah, it cancels the Gnarl. Yeah, it's canceled Gnarl. There's not a good Tempered Fate there. Minus
Okay,
points
let's
there.
see. I hope I didn't mess that picture up at the last moment. Do 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 do. Oh, what button did I push? I did.
And Balls drops perfect strike right now. I think the better is for him to basically get the tempo, get the items to spawn together with his teammates. Let's watch that again. Tempered Fate actually. Actually did really help.
Like Cloud9 just like
Yeah, it's canceled Gnarl. There's not a good Tempered
they just have to fight right here. Like they just turn off. Like imagine if they were coming off right now. Like they just die. Like these people just die. Like Parallel Convergence is down. There's Gragas Ultimate's gone. It's like just kill them. Kill them all. Oh bollock, did I just I totally did. I lost the draft pick I had. Oh well. Just have to deal. I'll go back and recover that a little later.
Balls drops immediately, but look at Incarnation. What he did. Misses here right
I think I mean there's enough ultimates down.
Really good fight for IG, but boy.
I think this is a result of High focusing on trying to secure the Baron that he doesn't call these team fights. That might be a weak point of Cloud9's shot calling, and the reason why they don't turn on these engages because he's not really looking for that engage. He's focusing on making sure that he hits the smite. Now Balls has teleport advantage. He can pick top. He's gonna come on in. Magical Journey is not an escape tool. Yeah, no, that was a really poor fight from IG.
Balls is doing so much work, just soaking.
Do 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 do.
Sneaky went untouched that fight. We talked about it before. 2 carries is enough to win these fights. Incarnation's Azir and Sneaky.
Like they took that tower in 10 seconds, like not even 10 seconds. Once they got to that tower, it took like 2 seconds. And then they go take Dragon. That's standard rotation. Alright. So IG has some defensive wards around Baron that aren't doing much. There's a wave bot. Cloud9 leave a bunch of wards in red side. They back off and they send Elimination to hold the farm for Sneaky. So he's going to get that. Balls. He's got enough armor. They're making sure that Sneaky just gets his items. Send balls to catch a top wave.
This is a completely different player that joined Cloud9 initially over in NALCS.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Hive's almost a completely different jumper already. The shot calling is suddenly, you know, or finally, I would say, getting kind of equalized by his ability to just simply be a good jumper, too.
Ben the Sand Soldier. Alright, so, I mean, again, IG have a bunch of wards on Baron's side. Cloud9 going to move in. Going to clear out some of the vision.
Elimination. Getting some damage on the Cacao. Gonna wait. Proc that stuff. Gonna turn around now for Cacao. Take a lot of damage. Ace of Brahma coming through. Elimination backing off. Rookies use that Zodia's early. Yeah, IG doing quite a bit, but now they're battle.
Let's watch the damage. Zir wall. Zir soldiers. Sneaky autos.
The damage from Azir and from Sneaky is so big. Double kill for Azir already. High.
Yeah, they just group.
Finish it off. Rookie on the run, and this it almost
Nation with a play, 20% about to jump, and he just goes in like a man, gets a good ult and wins that fight.
really reminding me a bit of Coco's Azir play on CJ Entus, man. Just playing that hyper aggressive Azir kid.
Actually, what game time is that?
Backing off rookies.
Yeah, no, like, IG just funnel into this tight corridor, like against an Azir. It's like, alright, 49-27. We'll make a gift out of that later. 1, 2, 3, Emperor's Divide. Sneaky jumps out, and it's just wreck.
Nation with a play, 20% about to
Alright, so they back. No objectives to really take. Another Bard ultimate wasted. Now High and Sneaky can just sneak Baron. They're going to peel off. Another great ultimate from... And then again, they just find a corridor. Sneaky self-peeling for himself as Kid solos them. Yeah, so that fight almost goes, I mean, goes in IG's favor. See him run, but Cloud9 has super minions pouring into the base. Pretty messy. They fumble around the Baron. Yep. Bumbling on through. Sneaky's like, hey kid. And then Incarnation just like get fucked. Really good game. Good game from Cloud9. Aside from stumbling around Baron, that's something that they've done a couple times now. Like, when they go for, like, you know... High is just way too focused on the Baron. He's too focused on taking it, and it causes Cloud9 to lose some of the fights. So, that's like a weak point of Cloud9 that we see from a macro perspective.